Glad to have you along from Ncaa Stadium in Salt Lake City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Ncaa Stadium is nestled at the bottom of the Wasatch Mountains. This is a gorgeous college football season, but it has also seen a lot of great sports history. Home to the opening ceremonies for the 2002 Winter Olympics, it will host opening ceremonies again in 2034. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the back. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Fighting off the defender. And they'll stop him before he gets started. They'll lose yardage on this play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's caught. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Oh, they're after him. At the 40, there he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator, and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Turning it on. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Trying the run, it's Bray. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Utah!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Williams. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Crosses the 45. Might have a chance. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. Scrambling away. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You know, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Rush is on him. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to get it through the air. Takes the easy completion. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man, knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Simmons.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw again. Plucks it out of the air. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Parker. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bray. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Utes are facing 3rd and inches. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
This offense typically really good in these physical situations, running the football, getting first downs. They got stopped on this play. Interesting decision coming up here on 4th down.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Utes! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Just needs a crack to get a return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Running inside, it's Bray. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Wolfpack with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. There he goes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Runs for the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. There's some room. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Snag Finds it quickly on the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff for Barker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Johnson looking to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. An easy decision there for the offense to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Breaks it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Might be changing the route. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hand off to Joyner. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Joyner again. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bray. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Delayed handoff. It's Parker. Can't get him to the ground. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Dampier. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's third and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Looking downfield on first down. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Joyner.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Red Raiders have pushed it inside the 20. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Red Raiders!